Hello.
Hi. You starting?
Yeah, I'm starting in 5 minutes. Okay. All right. All right. Hello. 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 New camera. New camera. New camera. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna go fix my hair. Just don't go anywhere. Don't just stay right there. I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to get a comb to a brush to brush my. That's all I'm doing. I'll be right back. Yeah. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. I'm brushing my hair. I found my brush. I mean, I found it a long time ago, but I had lost it a little bit. I think that's the way it goes. I can't even tell. It's hard to tell what direction. No, it's the other direction. Anyway, maybe I should. Anyway. Hello, everybody. Just don't go anywhere. I'm going to get the other light. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Hello. 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 Put this up here. Let's go with the refrigerator. Thank you, everybody. 2 streams. Yesterday we didn't have a stream at this time because I think the early stream wasn't good. So I just thought, I'm not going to do it. But now I'm a little bit more optimistic because I'm making some butter. Remember I made some butter. Who was here when I made some butter the last time? Anyway, so we got 10 viewers on this one. 10 viewers. Let's just see how many we have really. How many we have. Thank you for coming. I was thinking to I don't know. I was a bit late. I thought I was actually going to be early, but I was actually a bit late. This is not really working that well. And now that I'm here, how are you doing? How is everybody doing? I don't know. How everybody is doing. Okay, so there we go. Let's get started. I'm using the same camera I used oh, look at how horrible that looks. And I'm wearing my new can you see that right here? My new what do you call these things? Sweatshirts. This is a sweatshirt. I mean, it's not new. I found it in the street. I don't even remember where I found it, but it was all wet. It was all wet. It was covered in, I don't know if it was covered in dirt, but it was all wet. And I put it in the washing machine and I washed it. And now I've got a new one. And this thing is worth brand new 35 pounds. So you can imagine how much it's worth used. Anyway, but thank you very much. Thank you. Let's say hello to all the people here. Let's get into live chat. Let me get live chat and the other thing here. I gotta do top chat because every time I add somebody's name, every time look at how I look. Am I worthy of love? Am I worthy? Could you love me? Could you kiss this? Could you kiss this? Could you kiss this? This is the horribleness of getting old. It's so sad. And then there are so many people who, when they're old, they don't feel that they feel why they're really upset that no one's loving them. They're not loving you because you're old. People are old. I'm almost 70 years old. 70. This is why divorce should be illegal. This is why people should be forced to be married. This is why arranged marriages are best. I never thought I would ever say this, and I don't even know if I believe it now. Can you hear me, everybody? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? These are eyes. Can you see me? No, I'm just not. I don't know what's happened. This stream, since I started this, since I stopped being on the telly, maybe it's on the telly. We were talking about Danny DeVito before, about Danny DeVito, and how he got a girlfriend because he was on TV. Maybe I probably didn't get a girlfriend because he was on TV, but whatever. Okay, so let's go to the start. We got 20 over 20 people here. That's too many. There are 2 streams again. Yeah, we're on the 2 streams. How many streams? I mean, are there 2 streams again? That's not right. That's not right. Let me see if there are 2 streams. Oh, fucking shit. There are 2 streams. There are 2 streams. Why are there 2 streams? What stream is this one? I can't tell. This one's been on for 14 minutes, which is this stream here. So let's just go here and see if I can delete this. Okay. How are you? Now we've got 1 stream. I didn't know what you meant by 2 streams. I thought you meant like the late stream, which is 10:30. Okay. Is there anybody? Okay. Are we all good now? Are we all good? I've got only 1 stream. Tell me I've got only 1 stream. I don't know why this happened. It's Streamlabs, but I've got a new camera here. This is the camera that I use for on the other one. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at how big I am. Oh, that's wrong. Is that right? Okay, there we go. I mean, I liked it like that. There you go. Okay, so how are you, Gnome Hunter? Is there only 1 stream? Okay, Alex is here. Brilliant. Joodles. There are a few people waiting on the other posted stream. Okay. I did not know that, but I think I've corrected it. Also, this is number 33. Okay, I'm gonna have to change that. I'll change that. Okay, should I change that right now? Well, this one. Let's see. Well, this one has Talking Head on it, Darklands. So you presume so. Are you there? Is Darklands there? There's Darklands. Okay, there's Joodles. I guess you just get over it, Alice, before he spends the next 50 minutes pissing about deleting stuff. That's exactly has happened and could happen again. Joe, the warrior princess, who says she's 37 years old, and to me, she's 37. She's young and beautiful. Hi, Lewis. And I hope you're on the right stream. I think I've corrected everything. That's what I said. I just typed it. I just thought you meant 2 streams, because yesterday, I'm going to comb my hair again. Yesterday, I didn't do the late stream because I had I just felt it was best if I didn't do it. And I haven't had a cup of coffee since 6 o'clock at night. Since I had a cup of coffee or tea. Was it coffee or tea? Before the last show. So I'm not having a coffee here. We're going to try for an hour and a half. We're going to try to keep people entertained. Don't call him Blackie Joodles. Ask him, does he mind? Because people don't know who you're talking to. It's like an inside joke. It's like, it's not necessary. There's only 3 of us on the other one, and I'm one of them. Don't touch it, Lewis. Well, there's 21 viewers here, so why shouldn't we all be on this one here? This one has 21 viewers. The Jedster is here. Sent me a very interesting video today. It was really quite good. It was good. Send me videos on Discord. Everybody go on Discord. I mean, don't send me videos. Don't take up too much of my time. I know the problem with this show, it's kind of demystified me. I'm still a big star as seen on GB News. I am a big star. Eugene DeVere is here. Gamers get this all the time. What do we get, like being on two streams at the same time? Anyway, Lewis, are you feeling more informed now and back to your normal self? There is no normal self because as you've seen all of these shows, every show, it's so fluctuating. And if it starts off badly, I get into a mood. And if I get into a mood or I'm tired or something, and I don't feel connected to the world, the shows can be bad. So it's not like my normal thing. Maybe someday it'll be that way. Maybe someday it's like stand-up comedy. It's like most of my comedy shows are, well, they got to be a certain level. I know what you're saying. I don't know what normal self means. So everybody come in, sign in, say hello. We got 22 people here. Is anybody watching the other stream? Let me go to the other stream and see. So I've got my butter here. I wanted to talk to you about my butter. I mean, there's a certain way it has to be done. It has to be, I mean, it was sitting in the refrigerator for too long. And I thought to myself, I don't know how long butter can double. It was single cream or was it double cream that I got from Tesco's. And I'm thinking maybe it's going to go bad. As seen on GB News. Yes, as seen on GB News. I mean, it doesn't mean much for most people. For you guys, it means something. You saw me. You saw me. I'm not the celebrity that I was like when I was on TV. When I started this 159 days ago. 159 days ago. I was a different person. I'm not. Something. This is the concern that I have, is that you're knowing me as a normal person, and maybe that's a mistake. Maybe I need to be more structured, more celebrity. Lewis, that's why I put normal in inverted commas. Okay, you're right. I didn't read it clearly enough. I'm not a good reader. Maybe I'm dyslexic. Maybe my brain is going. Maybe the whole thing is going bad. Possibly. Please, God, someone clips this. What clipped me making butter on the thing? I think there could be a lot of very interesting moments on this. 159 shows. The average show is 90 minutes. So you're talking about 225 hours just from one show. Stewart is here. Looks a bit dodgy, shaking. Yeah, it could be dodgy. It could be dodgy. What's going to happen is can you see how thick it is? You probably can't see how thick it is. Oh yeah, you can. Can you see it? It's like a lump in there. It's like a lump. And then what'll happen is all the water will just kind of like just come out. I mean, not like in a second, but it'll just come out. And then it'll go plop, 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 plop. And then that's how you make butter. It looks similarly dodgy the last time. Yeah, it looks dodgy. I shouldn't be doing this now. Is the sound iffy? Can you hear me on this sound? Let me see if it's on the right sound. It should be on the right sound. Does the sound look good? Like a giant cyst. Yeah. I had a cyst on my back that was removed. I mean, maybe I should use a bigger. It's now like it's like soft butter right now, but it has to be. You have to get the. What's the other thing besides the whey? What's the watery bit? Lewis cream stream. It's the cream stream, Vatnai. Yes, it could be. Sounds fine. Sounds fine. I've heard some bad news. They're piling on Donald Trump, or they're still trying to pile on Donald Trump. It's like CBS has a program. I don't know if you know CBS because most of you people are from this country, but CBS is like the BBC. It's like the BBC. It's like the BBC, respectable. The main news program. If you say which program has the best news, you would say CBS. Which program has the longest history of doing this kind of TV journalism? You would say CBS. But also scum, totally scum. I see how to make cheese on on YouTube video. It was fascinating. Yeah, I mean, I haven't made cheese yet. Should I make cheese? I'm trying to find unpasteurized milk. That's what I'm trying to find. I'm not trying to find it because I know it's not around here. It's not in the Morrisons. It's not in the Little. It's not around here. I have to go down to Borough, which takes me 45 minutes to get down to Borough, which is like nowhere. It's like not even that far away. Borough High Street. Do you know Borough High Street? Because I'm in Nunhead. And I got to go down the hill. It's not really much of a hill, but it's a hill. It comes from cows. Curds are more solid matter. Whey is the liquid. Oh, okay. So people so whey is whey, and when they dry whey, they get the whey protein. That's interesting. Interesting. Vatanai. Interesting. If the cream you are showing has been out of the fridge for greater than 20 minutes, dispose of it. Why? Why dispose of it for over 20 minutes? Why is that? Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet eating the curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and said, "Show me your boobs." No, is that right? I'm not even sure that that's right. I hope that that's right. But Scott, time to speak up. What do you mean? Am I going to die from this? We're constantly told we're going to die. We're constantly told that if you eat unpasteurized food, you're going to die, which I don't believe. Mark the Rosine is here. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. Welcome back. You say, good to see you again. Good to see you. Because your room temperature, as it is now dangerous because it's so hot here. Yeah, it's about 27 degrees here in this place. And when Paul came over today, he commented and he said, this place is so hot because this is run by the council, which is taking your money. Maybe it's not taking your money. Maybe the rents are priced in a certain way so that they're able to provide such a hot temperature here. Possibly. Show us your boobs is probably a better ending to the nursery rhyme. Okay, what is the real ending? Definitely dispose of it, Lewis. The warmer, the worse for it. It's not that warm. I just took it out of the refrigerator about 2 minutes ago. That's why I'm still shaking it. 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago. I don't believe that. I don't believe that it's dangerous. Anyway, I saw another video. I got sent a video from who sent? No, I wasn't sent a video, but it was this guy Godus. It's about 8 years old, and it was a video about like raw food and raw germs and bacteria. Lucy Van Pelt is here. Good to see you, Lucy Van Pelt. A round of applause for Lucy Van Pelt. Anyway, so the video was by this guy. It was actually a two-part video. One showed Van de planets. Do you know that guy? And Carrie B is here. Oh my God, it's so busy. And Carrie B is here. But what's his name? His name is Vanderplants. Vanderplants. Plants. I think that's his name. How do you pronounce that name? Let's go over here. Who knows Who knows this guy? Oops. There we go. Who knows this guy? The Primal Diet. Ahanges van der Planets. And he was a nutritionist. He believed in raw food. And he died. He died in 1930. So he was 10 years older than I am. So in 2007, he would have been 60. He was 66 years old when he died. 66. He died in Thailand. What was he doing in Thailand? I'm not so sure. But he supposedly, did they say he invented the primal diet, or maybe was a major person? But he's all about eating raw stuff. And then he died. The primal diet, the silliest diet ever. Who knows? But that's not even his real name. Who knows? I'm asking seriously. I can't see what the answer is. But is that your, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to make this a bit larger. Video capture device, display capture. Is that what is this? What is that? Is that the display chat box video capture device? Oh, there it is. Because I think this needs to be larger. How about if I put this up here and I make it larger? And I make it larger. How about that? Should I make it even larger than that? I'm going to make it even larger than that. I'm going to try to make that a bit larger there. In that way. You can see me bigger. Is that good? Do you want both of these things? But where is your chat box? Your chat box isn't on the screen. So there we go. So now it's on the screen. K. Lewis, cream contains high levels of protein that bacteria feed off of. Bacteria feeds off of everything. Any bacteria out of the fridge and in your room temperature will multiply every 20 minutes. They multiply every minute, so that's not a thing. As opposed to her running away, which made her a sap. Who are we talking about, Eugene? I came in late. 2 of 2 then. Once in your body, it'll multiply more. Very bad. No, it won't. It won't multiply in your body. It goes in your stomach and it gets eaten. Unless you maybe have, unless you're sick yourself. Bacteria. We eat so much bacteria. This is what the guy said. I'm going to see if I can find the video. You stay there. You look at me, and I'm going to see if I can find the video. I love the video. It's by a guy named Gotus. Whoops. Let's go there. Come on. Goatis. You know what? It's an old one, so I'm not sure that this is the right one. So it was Gotus about raw meat diet. A John Nuss. Let's see if it comes out. It's from 8 years ago, so maybe it's not the right one. It was a very long video. It was like 20 minutes. It wasn't that long. It was a very good one. Maybe we should all do this. I don't know where it is. I don't know where. It's 8 years old. That's 5 years. He's got so much stuff here. I'm down to 6 years. Don't just be patient with me a little bit. That's 3 years ago. No, that's wrong. Raw eggs. I mean, basically 8 raw eggs. I hope I'm not killing myself. All right, we'll get back to this. All right. So in history lessons once, I explained how cheese was made. One 11-year-old girl had a freak out because she didn't like the idea of rennet coming from a calf's stomach. She didn't believe me. Yeah, they have to have rennet because rennet is what takes the milk and it congeals the milk so that humans can treat it as food. Basically, not Goatsy. His name is Goatis. 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 Lucy, are you familiar with him? Are you familiar? Lewis looking a bit like sexologist Wilhelm Reich this evening. Well, because of my hair. I don't know what he looks like. Now I've got to look. Do I have to look and see what he looks like? I'm going to have to look and see what Wilhelm Reich looks like. Wilhelm Reich. Let's see what Wilhelm Reich looked like. Kind of, sort of. He's an Austrian doctor. He looked almost black. Oh, yes. Look at this is what he looked like on his later days. Can you see that, everybody? Let's see if you can see that. There, right above me. There I am. Can you see that? Can you see that? Wilhelm Reich, I don't know the guy, but he has a funny name. I bet he's a Jew. And that's horrible for me to mention, but I bet he's a Jew. Let's go check and see if he's a Jew. Is Wilhelm Reich? Let's get back on track. Is Wilhelm Reich Jewish? I'm going to say yes. Everybody. I'm going to say yes. Was born to a Jewish family. He was born in Galicia, Austro-Hungary, now Ukraine. That's where my family is from, was circumcised as an infant. His Jewish heritage made him a target for the Nazis, who persecuted and burned his books. You can't get out of it. You can't say, "Oh, I'm not Jewish. My parents are Jewish." You can't do that. You could do that with if you're you could do it if you're a Muslim, but they're not going to be happy with you. You could do it if you're a Christian, but you can't do it if you're a Jew. Because there you go. See, now the water has come out. Can you see the water? Can you hear the water? Can you hear the water? You can hear the water. Okay. So let's get back on track with this thing. Anyways, I'm not going to talk of this evening again, but I'd put the cream back in the fridge. Pronto. The whole purpose of butter is for it to be kept out. It doesn't go bad, butter. You could leave butter outside. You don't even have to put it in the refrigerator. Is that what you're saying? Because I disagree with that. You're saying that butter goes bad. The whole purpose of butter is that it doesn't go bad. Milk can go bad if you could consider it bad. Circumcision must be at 8 days. Yeah, it doesn't have to be at 8 days, but I think it's best, the healthiest, as at 8 days. And I'm not sure it's such a good idea. Mr. Cuff is here. He's calling you people fellow nutters. I'm the only one who's not a nut here. I'm not a nut. I'm the most normal person here. I look like Wilhelm Reich, who developed an orgone machine. I mean, okay. I'm not going to make cheese, Darklands. I'm sorry. I'm not going to make it. Curds are more solid matter, and the ways look at stuff. Okay, we're back on track here. We're back on track. No, that cream isn't butter yet. It is now. It is yet. As it is, it now needs to go back in the fridge. And so let's say I pound on this, right? I pound on this. And I take away all of the water, because there is all of the way. You think it's going to go bad. Maybe. The fact is the stuff that remains is 82% fat. Fat doesn't go bad. Lewis. Barber had a seizure mid-cut. Well, I was the barber. I cut my own hair. Eugene DeVere. Thank you for saying that. I cut my own hair. Do you cut your own hair? Everybody should cut their own hair. The problem is, I don't know. My hair doesn't do what it used to do because I no longer use shampoo. I cut my own hair. And I don't brush it as much as I should. Maybe brushing it would help, maybe not. You mean the cow that licked him? Gnome Hunter. Eugene DeVere, Lewis Barber. Yeah, maybe the cow did it. I mean, and look what I'm wearing. I'm not even wearing a shirt underneath this thing, underneath my thing. I'm wearing a jumper that I found in the street that even at its best, at brand new, cost 33 pounds. I guess that's a lot of money for a jumper because I don't care anymore. Something has happened that I don't care. I do care. I care because I'm here every single night of the week, twice. Because I'm trying to get, I don't even know what I'm trying to do. What I think I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get good at something. What are you guys, tell me, what are you guys trying to get good at? I'm trying to get good at this. I'm trying to be here so often that I don't have any fear of public speaking on the internet. How about that? That's what I'm trying to do. Well done. I bet he won't put it back in the fridge, though. It's just to be stubborn on purpose. Probably you're right. Maybe I'll open this up. That's so good. That is so good. I'm just drinking the whey. Mm. 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 That's like really good. Lewis, would you eat stuff they eat on celebrity show? Kangaroo tails, pig anuses, bull tongue? I might eat some of it. I mean, I wouldn't want to eat the insects. They're not meant to be eaten, insects. But I mean, and I'm not kosher, so I would eat bull. But tongue, I grew up on beef tongue. Bull tongue, I grew up on tongue. I've eaten that already when I was a kid. We used to eat that like it was salami. Tongue. So yeah, would you? Boke. What does boke mean? You told me what that meant. I forget what that word means. I'm just surviving. That's why I'm here. But now I feel sick. Why would you feel sick? It's just whey. I think it's buttermilk. Isn't this buttermilk? I thought it was brave in regards to food. Turns out that New York Jews, the New York Jews have that raw dog in them. What does that mean? That I'm able to eat raw food? It took a long time to eat raw food. I ate my hamburgers very cooked. I ate everything cooked. I would eat hard-boiled eggs. I never ate runny eggs. And now I just eat the runny eggs. And now I eat raw meat. You know, I'm not super wild. I think any food that is ugly, you should not eat. And that includes insects. Who eats insects here? Raise your hand if you eat insects. MC Scott, do you eat insects? Joodles, do you eat insects? It's not cream. It's the whey. When you whey. It's really, really tasty. It's really, really tasty. I like your style, Celaire says Lewis. Unwashed hair, found clothes, used vapes, onwards and upwards, unless I don't kill myself, unless I don't die from this, Celaire. But thank you very much. It's taken me a long time. I took a shower every single day from when I was 13 years old till when I was like 3 years ago or something. I used to shave every single day. Every single day. And I don't shave every day. I used to use shampoo every single day. Insects are for birds to eat, says Vatana. Yes, let them eat it. They're not for us. They're not for us. Lewis, if you take a woman out for dinner, do you make her eat raw meat? Later back in my place. Just curious as to how the date would go from there. No, I wouldn't if I took her out because you try getting raw meat in a restaurant. I mean, I was in that what's the play Hawksmoor, and they were so rude. I said, can you just cook, the outside? I've got cream on my nose. Well, that's been said by many a man before. Thank you very much. You're not a man, but I mean men, other men. I ate a few flies as a kid riding my bike. Yeah, everybody did. But that doesn't mean it's tasty. And doesn't it have stuff on it? I mean, if you're starving, if I am in the Papillon prison, remember the Papillon prison where he's eating the fly, eating the bugs? You have to eat that. You have to. You have to do what's necessary, but we don't have to do what's necessary. If you are ill tomorrow, Lewis, are you going to fess up and tell us? Of course I will. Of course I will. I might not say it's because of you. I could maybe blame something else. But you think because this has been out because I've been pounding on this for about a half an hour now, right? Pounding on it for a half an hour now, is that it's going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be bad. What does Judel say that you guys know? He wouldn't take a woman out for dinner, Joe. Not happily. I mean, maybe. I mean, if you threw me a bone, we could go out for dinner. I mean, maybe you go out for dinner. I mean, maybe you pay for me. I don't know. We'll take you out to dinner. What can you get in a restaurant that you can't get that isn't as good as home? The only good thing about being in a restaurant is you're out of your home. You're out of your crazy shithole of a home. Devil's Island, Eugene Devere, right? That was the island that was on the movie. Fantastic. One of the best movies ever made. If you're ill, I'm going, MC, I will tell you. I don't think that's going to happen. Deep fried crickets are a popular snack in some places. Yeah, because they're hungry people. They're hungry people. I mean, we eat food that's disgusting. And I grew up, in theory, I should not have had any shrimp or lobster, any of that stuff. And those are basically insects that are super large. You say, I've taken girls out. I might take it to Weatherspoons. Jedster is right. That is true. I go to Weatherspoons a lot. But Weatherspoons, the only thing that's not cooked in Weatherspoons are the fried eggs. And who knows? Are they made on the spot? Or do they bring them in? Who knows what they do with the eggs? I like raw food. I mean, I went out the other day. We were in, trying to remember where we were. Where we ate. I'm trying to remember where we were, where we ate, where we were, where we ate. I don't even remember. I don't remember. But before that, we went to the place in Peckham at the whatchamacallit, at the kebab shop and had some lamb, and it was beautiful. Lewis, this is reminding me of that Chip Snake Charmer bit from Catchphrase. Okay, I don't know what that is. Did you tell me about that already? I don't remember. Never, ever pay for women, says Trucker from Rima. Well, you got to remember. First of all, you're in Thailand, so you got to make sure that they are women, basically. Most of the punters are cooked. They're cooked at Weatherspoons, Steve McCuff says. That is funny. I'm a former associate member of the Royal Institute of Public Health and Hygiene. That should be a T-shirt. And a chef, so I'll pull rank on you. But Scott, MC Scott, you know about me. You can never pull rank on me. You could tell me you're the president of the entire place. And I would go, I'm going to check it out myself. I don't believe you. You could, whatever it is, if you're the top person, I said this before, you could be like Anthony Fauci, and I would not believe you. This is so good. I can get a big steak at the butcher's. Why pay 3 or 4 times for some idiot to ruin it at a restaurant? Vatnai, again, I hate to say it about Vatnai. You say exactly what I think. Exactly. You could go, I mean, even the meat that I get here is 11 pounds for 2 kilos, for not 2 kilos, for 1 kilo. Yeah, why should you pay double? Why should you pay double? But why do you say never ever pay for women? I think you should pay for your friends occasionally. And if a woman is your friend, if she's a good girl, you should never pay for a woman to have sex with you. I have done that many, many times, and it It never works. You are wrong, cannabis. I bet you 1,000 pounds, says Eugene. Oh my God. So there you go. This is why I love you, Lewis. Well, I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I respect that. I respect whatever education you have. I respect whatever credentials people have. I respect people who work. I am so unindustrious. So if you have a job, I go, that's amazing. If somebody writes a check for you every week, I have respect for you. Butter is still milk trying to become butter. It's room temperature. And milk has been pasteurized. And even if it isn't pasteurized, so even if it is pasteurized, why does it have to be pasteurized if you're saying it goes bad that quickly? That's what I'm saying. That's what Gnome Hunter says. Don't even watch Kermit. It's rank. He's making butter again. Yeah, I'm making butter. Aldi, you're doing lobster thermidor crisps and black truffle crisps. But this looks way worse. It's just butter. Can you see? You can't see in the thing. Can you see? Can you see in the thing? It's like a lump. And it used to have milky solids in it. And I'm going to pound it a bit more and then put it in the refrigerator. Lewis is right. High-fat butter won't go bad. It won't go bad because it's fat. And even if it goes bad, you can eat food that's bad. There's high meat. There's lots of food that, I mean, what is cheese except bad milk? Bad milk. We've been brainwashed by the BBC and by the NHS and all those people. That wasn't directed as you. Lewis is right. Okay. Why are you drinking it? Stop pounding your butter in public. That sounds a bit naughty. Because I'm sorry for doing that. I'm sorry. I just wanted to do it. I saw the butter in there. It was in a closed container. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna make cheese out of it. But I realized it's gonna take a little bit to make cheese out of it. You see, you've missed the point that makes me correct in this instant. I'm referring this to the cream. What are you saying? What about the cream? Well, you're not sorry at all. Stop lying. Is it me? Are you talking to me, Joodles? So I'd win that bet. Lucky you didn't make the bet. I'd hunt you down to collect. Yeah, you'd have a hard time collecting. It's like today when I called them at the law firm. I got very upset at the lady. I'm embarrassed to say that I got upset. But who are you talking to? You're not sorry at all. You're talking to me. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. They must make a lot of cheese in Iraq, as there was curds everywhere. That's a good joke. That's like a Russ joke. So you think this is going to go bad? You think butter and butterfat? That's what butterfat looks like. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it. I'll put it in the refrigerator right now. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. Put it in the refrigerator right now. Right now. You want to get a consensus on whether that cream that I was shaking is going to go bad because it hasn't been in a refrigerator. Historically, they've made butter for thousands of years. Thousands of years. And there was no refrigerators back then. When was the first refrigerator invented? The beef Wellington crisps were great. Well, what are they made out of beef? Well, are they potatoes? That's a good question. That's a good question. McCuff says, I think, are you talking to me, Joodles? Should be a t-shirt. We can have a t-shirt for everybody in the group here, yeah. Brannigan's roast beef and mustard. What is Brannigan's? Are those chips? Is that like the flavor? The flavor of chips. Yeah, some good chips, but they're addictive and they're salty and they're potatoes and they make you fat. I'm trying to get thin again. I'm trying to be beautiful. It's really painful to have to admit that you're not. You know, I've admitted to you people that I'm not beautiful and I want you to find me beautiful. I want you to look at me and say, I want to kiss that face. But how could you want to kiss? Look at the face. Look at the thing there. Look at the Look at that. I need to shave over there. I don't need to shave. Shaving is removing secondary sexual characteristics. It's really gay. Shaving for men is gay, gay, gay. The last thing anyone wants to see is Lewis drinking his own freshly pounded butter. That is funny. I'm not laughing, but it is funny. It is funny. It is funny. So Eugene DeVere says exactly. So it is. Nobody wants to see me pounding it. Maybe it is. There's some other things that could be worse than that. I could pick my toes in Poughkeepsie. Remember that movie? What movie is that? I brought a bag for £1 from Asda, shocked to get crisps for £1 anymore. Yeah. What's going on? Something like that. That's like something like that. Nobody wants to kiss it. When you have your own butter on your nose. Wait. Is scarier. Is that butter? Is there butter on my nose? It's embarrassing. The whole thing is embarrassing. Me too, Darklands. Maybe you do. Shaving is gay. But you've been ranting about the police having beards now for months. Pick a lane. Yeah, but the question is why are they growing beards? Why are the police growing beards? That's the question. Joodles. Come on. I mean you're not understanding the distinctions that I'm making, but there are distinctions. Lewis's home pounded butter, available in all good supermarkets. Yeah, maybe I could do it. Yeah, Lewis Schaffer's butter. I mean, if I was successful, I'd come out with all of these things. That's what they do. That's what successful people do. They whatever it is that they promote. It's like, look at, what's his name? Look at Ricky Gervais and his alcoholism. Remember those? They had Save the Hedgehog appeal on the back. I think they were to stop them, as they were not what was advertised. I think they had to stop the ads. I don't know that's Darklands. That's what chips are those? I'm not going to promote chips. I don't think you should eat chips. I think chips are very Moorish. They're very high in salt, so they make you fat. And they're very high in potatoes, which makes you fat and gives you diabetes. So it's up to you. It's up to you. You want to live this way, Kermit. You want to get diabetes. You be my guest. Be my guest. You're a porn movie director, and you need to look amazing because you got all those girls there, and they don't want to be this. They want to think that, oh my God, the guy who's giving them work is good looking. Well, and you are good looking too. Why are they growing beards? Maybe because they don't want to remove their secondary sex characteristics, and have you call them gay. You can't have it all roads. You can't have it all roads. No. The reason they're growing beards is because they want to fit in with the Muslims. Because the Muslims have beards. So that's why they're growing beards. It's as simple as that. That's my theory. I mean, maybe it's not true, but it is true. High in potatoes. Yeah, or even high on potatoes. There's lots of chips are made with potatoes. They're potato slices. I think it's the female officers. Don't make that joke, Mr. Cuff. Steve, don't make that joke. Promote toxic gay hole, goy hole, toxic goy hole. Who is this? Is this somebody we know? Is it somebody we know with a name like that? It is funny. It could be the women too. What about the Jews with beards? Is there any reason behind what you mean? I'm saying I'm not saying only Muslims have beards, but the police are growing beards. So when they face off to a demonstration, they're siding more with maybe the Muslims are looking at them and saying they might be a Muslim, so I'm not gonna hurt them, possibly. How about that theory? How about it's a damn good theory? Why don't you guys come up with your own theory? Why do I have to do all the talking? Come up with your own theory. They're sitting there at an anti-Israel, anti-Jew, anti-Semitic demonstration, hating British people, hating Christians, and they're facing a guy with a beard. And it makes him slow down and think, you know what, maybe he's on our team. Okay? Jews have beards. Most beards, shaving beards is a recent phenomenon. A recent phenomenon. Most men used to have beards. I remember someone named Toxic Glory Hole. Yes, what did we ban him? Was he somebody that I wanted? Is it true, Lewis? The police are on the Muslim side these days. I go to protests every weekend. Andrea, good to see you. Yes, they are. Of course they are. Of course they are. You know that they are. You know, the police are a tool of the left-wing police, globalist police state. I know you want to believe, oh, it's the police, but they're the police. A beard shows you are a mature man. Women have hips and breasts. I have a beard at the moment because I can't be bothered to shave, says Vatnai. I'm not saying that it's... Yeah, beards are good, but the Muslims have beards. Now Lucy comes in and says pandering to Muslims is gay. No, it might be a sensible thing. They seem to be on they seem to be very they're on a team. They're on a team. And Andrea goes, "Yes, the police are lefties. They are lefties now. I think that they are." When those two women turned up when those two girl policemen, the pretty blonde one and the pretty dark-haired, I assume she's dark-haired, she was wearing the whatever thing covering her head, turn up at that woman's house, you know. I mean, are they, I mean, maybe they're, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But the police are, says Andrea Blake. Thank you for coming back, Andrea. No, we didn't ban Toxic Goy. He's just been perfectly cordial. Okay. Well, Toxic, good to see you. Maybe you're not toxic. What makes you toxic? I'm totally confused. Maybe because I've come out of the jungle and maybe vacuous. I've never used that word before. You mean like empty? Empty? Is that what you mean, Joe? Gnome Hunter says, speaking to Lucy, Muslim scholars are all also gay, as in actually liking young women like boys because they look nice and are not actually women. They've got into some interesting things in Baghdad. I saw the movie. I saw one movie, but I think a lot of people are gay. I am gay. I'm gay. Okay. Romans used a communal sponge to wipe their bums. Yes, they did. They did use that, and no worse for the wear, and it was on a stick, and I've seen the documentary about that, where it was on a stick and they wiped their bums. If you ate an all-meat diet, you wouldn't even need to wipe your bums, really. That's actually true. I know that we're not discussing that. Do you have any tips on dealing with disgruntled ex-lovers? I do have lots of tips of how to deal with it. You should try to be as loving as possible. And loving as possible. Is that the right answer, Trucker from Reno? Beards are just a fashion thing that come in and out every 25 years or so. The tattoos are a bit trickier as they cannot be shaved off, says Kermit. Well, in the West it can be, but also it's, beards are natural. They're a sign of maleness, but also not having a beard is because we live in an environment with lots of women, and women don't want to be reminded that men are different than them, because everything is the team world, team globalism, feminism is we're all the same. Men and women are all the same. Beards look scruffy. Okay, I went to a Muslim strip show once, and all the lads were shouting, "Show us your face." Okay, thank you, Trucker. What time is it there in Thailand? Lewis, I'm a celebrity. Get me out of her. You shouldn't do it. Vacuous means kind of lacking intelligence. Could mean that. Maybe that means something else. Well, Russ is here. Russ, you got to come in there and tell some jokes, because Trucker from Reno is really doing the full-on press. I feel sorry for the Muslims in the UK because every day they suffer racism, Are we going to be nice? We're not saying any jokes. Any jokes. Because every day they suffer racism and persecution, and while they just try to live their everyday lives minding their own business, they get hatred for no reason. As I'm making a face. They make boys wear makeup and wigs to look like women. It's disgusting. That can be done, but it's also done in our society too. It's also done here. It's historically been done. What about the women? What about the boys who dressed up as women in the musical South Pacific? It happens, correct. Romans thought being hairy was uncivilized. Yes, it's very city oriented. Very, very city oriented. It takes technology to shave, number one. You get to see the person's face. It's very industrial. Joodles. Good game tonight. We're not talking about what game. What game? Is it true you were in a 6-year relationship with Lily Savage in the early 90s? No. No. Is she dead? Did she die, Lily Savage? I don't even know if she died. Most women. Can we be nice? Let's be nice. Most women are not. Are not that. Are not. Thank you. To Shanks. He watched one of my videos. Oh, okay. And I meant to watch some of that too. I haven't been. The problem is before the show, I'm like, I got no time. And after, and between this show and the other show, is I'm exhausted. It actually takes something out of me. Andrea comes, okay. Thank you, Rube, says Judas. The second half was quite scrappy, but it should have been 3 or 4-0. A win is a win. However, I'll take it. I guess that's Manchester United, or is it? Oh, is it Northern Ireland? It's Northern Ireland. What's the difference between? No, let's be not. Oh yeah, it's a woman telling this joke. What's the difference between a prostitute and a drug dealer? Can we remember? I know you're a woman, Andrea, or you've got a woman's name, but we've got lots of women here, and and they can be a bit sensitive. And we're not piling on the women. I can pile on the women. I'd like to pile on the women. So are men, sadly, not being men, though. Trucker from Reno. When they shave, it's not as masculine, actually. But a prostitute can wash. Are you a boy or a girl, Andrea Blake? Are you a boy or a girl? Well, Paul Grady dies. I'm guessing Lily died with him. Yeah, Paul Grady died. He died. I saw him a little bit when I've been here 25 years, but I was not a huge fan back when I first came in. Maybe this is not the right time for a stream. If we're going to talk, I'm a 59-year-old nana. You're a grandmother, 59-year-old grandmother. Okay. There you go. That's what I thought. Where are you from, Andrea? Is that really your name, Andrea, or is it Andrea? Are you like second generation from Cyprus or something? What are you laughing at, Sel, there? Sel is laughing. Is Russ taking the mick or what? I also feel sorry for the wonderful trans people here in the UK because the trans people cannot leave their front door without persecution, and trans people never try to impose. He's being funny. I knew he was being funny in the beginning, but yeah. But people believe that. They actually think that if you say you're against the trans, you're in favor of killing them. St. Helens, that's a place where they play rugby. That's my name. My mom is English. My dad is Irish. Okay, that's lovely. And they say people can't get along. They say that people can't get along. With all the Somalians now in London, the place is looking far less Bangladeshi, says Trucker. Okay. My grandma knew the dirtiest jokes, says Kermit. She was the only woman to be allowed to serve drinks in the vault in the pub she worked in from the day it opened till the day it closed. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. My mother women can tell dirty jokes. Of course they can. Of course they can. They could be dirtier than guys, especially even in the olden days. They could because they supposedly weren't supposed to. My mother was quite dirty. A trans was on the late edition having a go at Ben Leo saying that women can have a penis. Yeah, they're liars. The left are liars, and trans people are left. They're liars, and we know they're liars. They know they're liars, and it's like what's happening with the Green Party is that the trans people who are a member of the Green Party and the Muslims there are not getting along, and they're not going to be able to get along. Helen Weatherby isn't a true Alex. She's a failed doctor who's decided butchering children is the way to make her most rich. Yes. Is that true? Well, it is a way to get rich. Agreeing with people and also being part of the team, saying, "Oh, you're really good. You care for these women." How do you get? Okay, I'm not reading that. Can we be nice? I mean, we have to. I mean, we've been so nice. This is the 32nd or 33rd show. Remember, we didn't have a show the other day. That's what makes a 32nd show and not 33rd show. I'm a yicker. What does a yicker mean? I don't know what that term means, a yicker. I've never heard that. I've never heard that. I'm a donkey commoner. What's a donkey commoner? Is that like a traveler? A donkey commoner? What does that mean? I'm the blonde who does the protests at the migrant hotel. Okay, well, there you go. At least you're doing it. One person does it. It's a slang name. Humor being nice is boring. That's totally true. It's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be. But it can't be too boring. Yicker from Haydock, Donkey Commoner from Thado Heath. Where is Haydock? Donkey. Where is Thado Heath? I don't know where those places are. Trucker from Reno, please explain. She was like Ina Sharples in Coronation Street in the 1960s. She knew some old poem called An Old Man's Lament, in which she'd recite several times a visit during her aged years. Okay, should I look at that? A Scouser is from Liverpool. A Yocker is from Haydock. Where is Haydock? I'm going to ask one more time. Where is Haydock? Right before asking where I was stationed now. Weatherly has decided, according to Jewels, has decided to break America for a mere £195 setup fee and a £30 a month subscription. You can have an AI appointment and a prescription for puberty blockers. She should be in jail. Can she get puberty blockers from overseas? I'm not sure. Maybe if the person has to fly over. It's horrific. Castrating children is horrific. Haydock is where the race course is. Where is the race course? I'm asking again. I have no idea. There are race courses in millions of towns. Lewis, my great nan used to go to the pub when everyone was in church on Sunday, spit and sawdust the place and drink Guinness with the men. So that's where I get that spirit from. Okay, well, go for there. Go for that. Go for that. Haydock races have been there many times. Where is Haycock races? Is in the town of St. Helens. Okay. It's in St. Helens, which is, I guess, north of Liverpool. I assume. Haydock is what you shout when you see your doctor walking down the street, says Steve McCuff. Mr. Cuff, thank you very much. I saw an ad yesterday. This is Lucy coming in here. I saw an ad yesterday looking for people to fight children with diabetes. I reckon you could take them on, Lewis. What does that mean? I mean, kids have diabetes. They have type 2 diabetes, and then it gets so bad they get type 1 diabetes, and they say, "Oh, it was whatchamacallit. It was genetic," which is not. It's not genetic, because the actual number of people who have type 1 diabetes, which is supposedly genetic, is going up. So how could it be genetic? Going up among the same ethnic groups. She started Gender MP. We're talking about this woman. Scousers are like Jews. They produce great comedians. Eugene DeVere says, yeah, some of them are really great. Judel says she started Gender GP a few years ago after she fled to Singapore to sell back to the UK. She got found out and now trying to tap into the Yanks. Okay, do you want me to do something? I'm very unindustrious, Judels. Let's do something about it. Don't just complain. Andrew Rubin is here. Vat and I laugh out loud. No, not really. But a lot of my pals are. I'm a Brummie. You're a Brummie. That means from Birmingham. Janet's from Merseyside. Can we keep track of where these people are from? Because I'm always asking. I can't picture where you guys are from. I know where a few people are from. East Lancashire Road. East Lancashire Road, Lewis. East Cellaire. Where is that? Where's East Lancashire Road? Is that a road in East Lancashire? Darklands answers my question. It's a bit late, but thank you very much. Haydock is near St. Helens in Lancashire, in between Liverpool and Manchester. It's a rugby town. They got a rugby team there. The Geordies, that's not Geordies, but are you a Geordie, Eugene DeVere? I'm not from Merseyside. Well, one thing the mass migration takeover of this country has led is that people from Manchester and St. Helens and Liverpool and Newcastle and Brummies are all getting along with each other. In Merseyside, the way Labour keeps saying the amount of people watching porn has decreased after the Online Safety Act, but it's actually increasing due to VPNs, possibly, or there's ways of watching porn. Yeah, it's gone. Maybe it's gone down. I'm not saying I used to watch porn. I think Trump will do something about it, Lewis. She thinks appearing on every show she can to promote her insanity is a good idea. It really isn't. Well, it's not if you don't want. I think that the Americans there are watching what's going on. They're fighting very strongly against the leftist, globalist, laborist, greenist, transy type people. But that's what Alex says. Alex says that porn is maybe not going down. I don't know who here has a VPN. I don't have a VPN. I think Trump will do something about it, Lewis. That's what Judel says. The trans ideology is toxic. I hate to say it, but I think it is. It's the A580, and it runs from Manchester to Liverpool, roughly. Yeah, people are getting along with each other. That's very good. Apparently, Gnome Hunter says, people from Kent are called Kentish longtails. But I'm not sure if that is a long forgotten term or what. It's not like I'm British anyway. But it's great here. Well, thank you very much, Gnome. I'm like you. I want to learn everything about the country. I'm like one of those people. I don't want to know. Just I'll tell you about America. No. East Lancashire Road is where the race course is. Okay, well, I don't know the roads up there. I've been to some of those places. I have been. Performed in a lot of those places. I have. Essex girl is a drunk laying in the gutter at 2 a.m. A paramedic arrives and says, "Are you bleeding?" And she says, "Yes." And the paramedic says, "Where are you bleeding from?" And she says, "From Bleeding South End." It's like a curse joke. That's good. Some states in the U.S. are banning VPNs now. Of course, well, that's what the U.S. is all about. You got 50 states. It's like having 50 countries. It's like having countries that are strict leftist countries like England and other ones that are like Hungary. People can either get more tech savvy or revert to old methods, per se. They can't enforce it. It's only for show. Possibly true. And then maybe they'll stop enforcing it or whatever they'll do. All Chinese use VPNs. I guess they have to. Aren't VPNs illegal in China too? My mate's a yam. He's the same. Well, where is Yam Yam from? Every week there's a labor minister bragging about how Pornhub chicks have reduced or something. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I mean, am I in favor of porn? No, I'm not in favor of it. Should it be illegal? I mean, I like to pretend that I'm a libertarian, so I don't think it should be made illegal. What do you think? Janet is from Essex. I'm from Essex Road. That's the street I grew up in as a kid, Essex Road. I couldn't be more delighted to be here. No, Manja, he's from Greece. I have a VPN, crazy, as the advice from government was to use the VPN to promote online safety until it upsets the political apple cart. Exactly right. It totally does. My wife is from Shanghai. Why do I need to know this bits of information? But thank you very much. You Shanghaied her. I guess that's an old joke. Andrew Rubin, from what I have read, it's the belief that mainland Europeans had what that Englishman entails back in the medieval times, although I haven't heard it in context like a brummie. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Lewis, would you do Kelly Brook? Half the nation is lewd to her. From oh my God, how does she look? How does Kelly Brook look? Can I go check that out? I'm gonna go check that out. I'm gonna go see what Kelly Brook looks like. How old do you think she is? 60 now? Could she be that old? I don't even know who she is actually. Why am I asking how old she is? She's 45 years old. Oh my God, she looks fat. She's fat. She's fat. No, she's not fat. She can't be fat. She can't be fat. Don't be fat. Let's see what she looks like. She's fat. She's fat. She's fat. Don't be fat. She doesn't look horrible, but she's fat. I mean, I can't do her because she's fat. If I'm telling you that I'm going to do you, if you're going to be thin, then I have to do... Did you want to see pictures of what Kelly Brook looks like? Did you want to see that? Here's pictures of what Kelly Brook looks like. Can you see this? Can you see this? Here's Kelly Brook. Can you see this? And this is her wearing makeup. And look at her when she's thin. I mean, come on. That's not fair. I'm telling you what I'm saying to you. I'm telling you what I'm saying to you is I will do you if you're thin. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you've been in an automobile accident. Whatever it is, I will do you if you're thin. But, hold on a second. What's going on there? Okay. I will do you if you're thin. So I can't very much say, well, I'll do Kelly Brook. That's not right. Am I right? Is that fair of me? She won't be fat after a few weeks in the jungle. Maybe that's why she's going. I can't do her. I'm not convinced you'd get the... Of course, I might not get the... She's married, whatever. Her tits are you. I like whatever. I like even no... I don't want to talk about it. Lucy Van Pelt. Lucy is your surname. White House, by any chance. Don't give out any information on the thing here. I think Kelly, no, I would, if you love somebody, you should have sex with them, whether they're fat or not. But that's not right for a woman to get fat. That's not right for a man to not work. It's not right for, you know what I mean? These are things that are immutable. If a man stops working, stops trying to work, women should not love him. You should not love me. You shouldn't love me. You should love a man who's hardworking, who's doing his best in this world. Unless you're lonely and you got nobody else who's interested in you, and you go, well, Lewis is around. Andrew Rubin calls her plump. She's fat. She's fat. Is Kelly Brook like that Claire girl from Steps who kept yo-yoing her weight like crazy. I don't know. Who is Claire from Steps? Now I got to look that up. Kermit says. I'm going to have to look it up. Kermit. Claire, fat Claire, whoops, from Steps. Oh, look at her. Yeah, this is the thin her, and this is the Claire Richards. Oh my. Let's be honest here. Let's, I don't care. People are going to say I'm fat shaming. The answer is no. It can be done even without Ozempic or Marine, whatever it's called. It can be done. Look at what she looks like. And she was probably so young and beautiful. You've got to work hard. It's so important. It's like men going to the office every day. It's horrible, but men have to do it. It's like me doing this 159 days in a row. Maura Higgins. Lewis, search for Allison Hammond. I'm going to search for Allison Hammond. I mean, I think I've been unequivocal here. What's her name? Hammond. What's her? Allison Hammond? Allison Hammond. Fat. They probably... Where are the pictures of her? Hold on a second. Oh my. What's it? Both pictures. Oh my. No. The answer is no. No. If she said to me, Lewis, I love you. And I'm losing weight, I would, you know what I mean? You have to say yes. But you have to get down to your fighting weight. Get down to your fighting weight. Who else need? Rebel Wilson has gone the other way. Well, what does Rebel Wilson look like now? Yes, she's gone the other way. God bless Rebel Wilson, but she's like lives in America. She probably got the pills. Let's look up Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson. And we're going to look up images. Yes, look at the difference. Look at the difference. But look at this. Look at the difference. Let's be honest with each other. I'm talking to every one of the women here and the men too. Let's be honest. Let's work at being thin. And let's not get too fat, because once the wrinkles are there, it's really hard to get rid of them, if it is possible, even at all. Who else? Who else is fat? People love Allison Hammond, of course, because she's fat. People love fat chicks. Who am I saying no? Lewis will take that as a no. It's a no. What about Lizzo? I would not do Lizzo because she told women to get fat. So she's done a lot of damage. I think. Hasn't she done a lot of damage? Lizzo, images. Yeah. What does she look like now? She's lost a bit of weight. What does she look like now? I think this is... Let's be thin and beautiful. Everybody, let's be thin and beautiful. Am I wrong to talk like this? Am I wrong? Am I making you women feel not loving? Okay? What Lizzo did was wrong. We need to be thin. If we're going to have... We need to be thin. Don't we need to be thin? Let's talk about the thinness, Janet. Let's talk about thinness, Joe and Lucy. Let's all be thin together. He would do, Joe. How can you say yes to Diane Abbott and no to Allison Hammond? If I said this, I think I said this, if Diane Abbott said to me, Lewis, I love you, and I'm losing the weight, please have sex with me now, and then I'll have sex with you when I'm thin, I would do her as a reward because she's working on it. Because I've said this to you how many millions of times, not to you, but to all of us. Losing weight is the hardest thing you can do. I have a refrigerator right here. Right here is my refrigerator. Of course, it's the hardest thing you could possibly do. So if you say to me, Lewis, I have been dieting and I've lost this much weight and I'm not as fat as I used to be, would you throw me a bone? I haven't had sex in a long time, in 2 years, 10 years. I haven't had sex. My husband refused to have sex with me. Will you have sex with me? Or I've been ugly. Whatever. I would have sex with you. I think that's being very generous. I think I'm repulsive. I think this kind of talk, if a normal person who did not know me listened to this, you would say that I'm repulsive. Wouldn't you say that? Would you say that I'm repulsive? I think you would. You would say, I think you're a bad man for doing this. I think that's what you would say. Some people have an ideal size. Some look better with more meat on them. No, they don't. A little bit of meat, but not whatever. No. You can be, no. No, that's just how it is. Be happy being you, Mr. Steve Cuff. The answer is no. I'm going to unfriend you and unfollow you here for going against me here. That's just how it is. Maybe you don't need to be as you don't need to be super thin. You don't need to be super thin, but you need to be slender. You need to have shape. And men, if you can be tall, you should be tall. And men, you should make money. Women like men who do things. Maybe not even money, who have a sense of purpose. Maybe that purpose is making money. Maybe it's saving Britain, but something. Maybe it's someone being the smartest person in the world. Kelly Brook is so doable, Lewis, even if she's fat. Okay, well, you have her, but I'm not having her. I'm sorry. She looks doable, but she's wearing a ton of makeup. So who knows what she really looks like. We are all used to you, Lewis. We like you. Thank you, Eugene. But imagine a clip of me saying I wouldn't fuck her because she's fat. Imagine that going out to the world. People would hate me. And I don't care. I don't care. We need to be honest. Women need to know the truth. We don't like you fat. We like 3 things about women. We like them to be hot, to be loving, and to be good and to be caring. Hot, loving, and caring. If you could be tall, you should. Yes, I'm saying that. Because I said, yeah, I know that sounds ridiculous, Joodles. But it's also true. It's also true. If you can hold yourself so that you're taller, if you, like me, I'm like this all the time. That's not right, too. Lucy, that nice talking to Lucy here. I can see auras. One day I was looking at someone and I could see this shimmering line around them. They are different colors, and some remain close to the body, and some go out more. I don't know if there's auras. There are pretty girls. Be as pretty as you can. Be as nice as you can, women. Be as loving as you can. That's what men like. And what is the difference between loving and caring? Be like motherly. That's what men like. Be loyal. Don't cheat on a man. Men don't like that. And be a good mother. Be loving to other people. Men love that. They hate if they see you being mean to a member of a wait staff person or anybody. Men too. Women hate that. Kelly Brook is lovely. That's what you say, Janet. Well, you go do, or you put your head down there. There are men, Lewis, that love a large lady because we don't have much choice, because women are getting pickier and pickier because they're only interested in the top 5, 4, 3, 2, 1% of the men. They're not interested in your average guy. They're only interested in Lewis Schaffer, who's an internationally famous television comedian and celebrity recently seen on GB News. Why do you think women want to be with me because I'm a celebrity and because I'm very good looking. I read on Facebook that Kelly Brook was the most wanked women, was one of the most, or was, well, yes, possibly true back in the day. Back in the day. Is she that way now? Are they doing that to pictures of her being fat? No, I don't think they are. My mom used to comb my aura when I was pissed off. It was always made me laugh. So who am I to say it doesn't work? Yeah, it's funny. That's very funny, Kermit. Yeah. I wish I could see that. Yeah, see the auras. Red pill rhino shit. What is the red pill? What is red pill rhino shit, Lucy? Are you mad at me for saying what I'm saying? Are you mad? At least you know. At least you know, Lewis. I'll say it again. Men have to be funny and intelligent. That's important to women, yeah. But a woman would. But do you remember Corey, who played a mentally retarded guy on TV? When you call them mentally retarded, and he was on TV, and he got over 3,000 letters a week of fan mail. So don't tell me that women like smart men. They do like smart men, but they'll put up with an idiot who's got a sense of purpose, who's famous, whatever. Lewis, I'll say yes. I say that to you, Joe. No, you like a smart guy, but you also like a guy who's got money, who's hardworking, who is good looking. They like a good looking guy too. I mean, it's not only money. You think women are only interested in money. The thing about older women is that and younger women too. If they're not, they want to. It's not just only money, Lewis. I so don't. You so don't want. What so don't you want? I couldn't be less interested in someone else's money, Alex. That's what Judel says. Yeah, I don't think maybe Judel's isn't. Maybe Judel's isn't. But Judel's needs other. But women, I have said this before. And I think, see if Judel can remember what I said. Papa FS. That's what women want. Men want 2, 3 things. They want you to be loyal, pretty, and nice. Okay? They don't want you cheating on them. They don't want you looking over their shoulder. They want you loving them. They want that you be nice to kids, maternal, and to family members, and to waitstaff. And they want you to be beautiful and hot. Anyway, so what women want, and we're going to have to leave soon because we've been here already for, it's time to go. This has been I don't know if this has been entertaining. Have you been entertained so far? Tell me, have you been entertained by this? We've had over 30 people watching this stream. Let's see how many people we have. I should have checked before. 30 people. So that's really good. We've done a lot. A lot of people. So it's pretty good. There was a moment there. I thought, can everybody, only 15 have liked this thing. That really upsets me. Can everybody stop what they're doing? And when I say that, I mean everyone. I mean Judels and Joe and Eugene and Andrea and MC Scott and Gnome Hunter, Alex. Can you go to the right underneath and press the thumbs up? Can you see the thumbs up? Press the thumbs up. Press the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Gnome Hunter, press the thumbs up. Darkland, you're all here. You got 30 people here, and there's only 15 people who've pressed it. So please. Yeah. If you said you love, if someone says to me, I love you, Lewis. I love you, Lewis. I will respond to that. Men respond to being loved. They respond to that. Women think, let's play hard to get. And I don't believe that. Some people look better fat. I don't believe that they do. I don't believe that they do look better fat. So let's press the like button, the thumbs up. Janet, please. Andrew, please. Lucy, please. And Mr. Cuff, Steve, please. Um, am I forgetting anybody? If I haven't mentioned your name at the end of the stream, press your name. Write your name in. Write your name in. I'm not sure how he means it, but in a sense, he's not wrong because you won't want to go start a family. Yeah, but it's about familyism, and if you don't want to start a family, you still want those qualities that make a woman family oriented. That they love their parents, they love their sister, and they love you. And Andrew says, I love you, and I love you. And if a man came up to me and says, Lewis, I'm a guy. I'm not that good looking to you. I know I'm not. But I love you so much. Would you throw me a bone? And I mean, I've told you the secret, so you'll have to really prove you love it. But if that's true, thank you, Janet. I do appreciate it. Press the thumbs up. And if you said that to me, I would give you a hug and a kiss. I'd kiss you on the neck. And who knows what else I would do. Because we men, and I think the men will agree with me, you women won't believe this. We get so little love. Men get so little love. And by the time a woman loves you, she's been with you for a while. She never loves you. She never looks at you and go, oh my God, it's Lewis Schaffer. Oh my God, that's Andrew Rubin. Oh my God, that's MC Scott. It takes a long time for them to build that love up. Okay, we get so little love. We're never walking down the street. Somebody saying, oh my God, you're so handsome. Look at how handsome you are. I want to do you. It's never like that. Maybe if you were Leonardo DiCaprio when he was younger. I've pressed it too, Andrea says. Thank you very much. I don't want a Lewis Schaffer bone. Okay, well, I won't give you a bone, but can I give you a hug? If you want a hug, I'll give you a hug and a kiss, Fontenay. Because I know you're a meat eater and your breath probably smells delicious. Delicious. Don't say that, Joodles. Say, I love you, Lewis. Say that. Say that to me right now, Joodles. I love you, Lewis. I love you. I love you. Okay, so it's been a good show, hasn't been? I think I'm a show stream. I've been told by Lucy that this is not a stream, it's a show. Okay? Joe says, we love you, Lewis, and we don't play hard to get, and we are all gorgeous. That's pretty much 90%. I want a girl who doesn't play hard to get. I want a girl who says, Lewis, I'm there for you. I want a girl who grabs you by the ankle. By the time women love Lewis, she's fat. Yeah, what can happen? It can happen. This has been the best show ever. Yes, I remind myself to say that every single show. The best show ever. We've had a very good number of people watching this show. I'm going to go over here and see who's been watching. Not that it matters. I'm about to say goodbye. We haven't mentioned it, but if you want to keep this going, keep me interested, feel like you're participating a little bit, go to the oh my God, we've done really well today. We've had a high of 32, 33, 34, which is great. That is really great. People have watched this show. It's really, really good. Lucy doesn't like the word stream. Okay, but has it been a show, Lucy? Have I been entertaining? Have you been entertaining to me? Have we been entertaining enough? If it becomes a show and you're participants in this show, then there's added pressure. Added pressure on the show. What's amazing about this stream is that from 11 o'clock to now, we've had the same number of people watching it. That's amazing. A chat show. Is it a chat show? It's a chat show. Prayer. Okay, let's say a prayer. What should we say a prayer about? Best stream ever, see? Best stream. I don't like the sound of that. Well, maybe I'll change for Lucy. I'll change for Lucy because I'm very fond of Lucy. 25 people have liked it. Okay. Make sure that everyone has liked it if you haven't. And I'm going to say a prayer. What should the prayer be about? Lucy, what should the prayer be about? You are religious. You grew up. What about you, Judith? You grew up in a religious community. What about the people who are older who remember when this was a religious country? And I'll say a prayer over that. I'll say a prayer for that woman. Best stream ever sounds like a urine comparison. I think maybe that's why I called it night stream. It's funny. It's funny. I think a scream stream sounds like a water infection. Yeah, it could be. It could be a scream stream. Okay, I'm going to begin. Kermit, any ideas for a prayer? Any ideas? And I'll say what the prayer is. This is not a show or a stream. It's a sermon of the Union of Schafferites. 2 sermons a day, a bit like a Western form of Hinduism. Okay, could be. Janet says, thank you, Janet, for the information. Okay, dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord, we pray to you, even though we have our doubts whether you exist or not. But more and more, we're turning to you in this time of doubt, of fear, of war, of racial and sexual and religious hatred. We turn to you. I'm saying a prayer. We turn to you to give us, if not the answers, then a way forward so that we can find our own answers. Our own answers. You have been there for us in the past. You've made Britain great. Okay? You've made England, Britain, Ireland, Scotland great. Hold on one second. And we need to be made great again. And when we say England, we in no way rule out Ireland. And when we say Ireland, we no way rule out England or Scotland or the Picts or the Celts or the Welsh or the Lancastrians or the Jutes. We ask you to help us to focus our thoughts on finding a way through our fears, through our insecurities, through our doubts. Because we need you. And we love you. And we want to be a help to you on this planet. No, Hunter, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian. And are you saying to me that Christians cannot pray directly to God? Maybe there are denominations where you can't pray directly to God. Amen. Thank you, Andrea. Amen. Amen. We're asking God for help. To help us change the world. And for help us to get through this world. And I say amen too. I say amen. I say amen. And every time I say I'm not sure I believe in you, I'm not so sure. As much as I was, that I don't believe. I'm beginning to believe. So thank you very much. I'm going to say goodbye. Is there anything else that anybody wants to say right now? I don't think I'm being disrespectful by saying this prayer. If enough of you think I'm being disrespectful, then I I I won't say the prayer. I'll try to be more respectful. We are all made in the image of God and therefore can pray. We can talk to God. I believe that, Nick. Blessed are the Lancastrians, yes. People say grace on a daily basis, especially in the U.S. Even teachers did it in school. Yes, we prayed to God. We prayed to God. So I thank you. MC Scott, I thank you. Russ, I thank you. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to change the screen. Okay. I'm going to change the screen. I'm going to try to make even it more respectful as we go on and on. Okay. And if the next time you want to include a prayer for something personal or something about the country, write it down and I will read it. And I will read it. Yes, we need, and this country needs help. I need help. I'm filled with doubt. Today, I actually did a few things. I called up a lawyer who had sent me a letter to arrange terms. I mailed something to Vinted. So I've done more things than that. We've done these 2 streams. So we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Take care, everybody. This has been the best. This has been one of the best ones for me. I hope it's been okay for you. And I hope to see you tomorrow.